get them. Okay, good morning, Dudleyites. Happy New Year and all that good stuff. Happy New Year to the board and to Lisa.
Happy New Year. Can I have a pen that face, please?
Are you penless over there?
I am.
We need your signature. I apologize, I didn't look at the schedule yet. Okay, Joanne, it's all yours.
All right.
I can sign while you're talking.
All righty. I make a motion that we approve the minutes of the meeting for December 16th, which consisted of Mr. Brusso and myself.
I wasn't here?
No.
Yeah, it was a much shorter meeting.
Yeah, it was that's true.
I forgot about that. Good thing you put that.
I second.
Well, I obviously I can't say anything. For change.
Other than that, it was a unanimous of two.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
You're conducting the meeting. I make a motion to approve 53688 motor vehicle excise abatements for the month of December 2016.
I second that motion.
Unanimous. Happy New Year, Ted.
I make a motion to approve the real estate abatement in the amount of $1523.06 for Corbin Road.
So we can't charge the town, is what you're saying, Lisa?
No.
I have to second that motion.
Unanimous.
I'm not sure where I want to talk about Corbin Road.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't touch it, as you can tell.
No.
I make a motion we approve the personal property abatement for the Verizon Wireless in the amount of $5709.45.
Second.
Why are we doing that? Is that part of the court case?
I made clerical error.
Ooh.
I used the wrong depreciation table.
Ooh.
So,
Good try.
I hate when that happens. Unanimous.
yeah.
I make a motion we approve the following exemptions for applicant A for infirmity for $500, applicant B for elderly for $500, for applicant C for a widow of $175, and applicant D for infirmity of $500.
And they have submitted all the proper paperwork.
Yeah, it's in the packet. There is one new one. If you want to take a look at that. I think Conrad has it.
Oh, why?
In the pile to be signed.
Oh.
Okay.
The other packet. Right.
Okay, well, once I get there, I'll go and find it.
No, that's, if Lisa says.
It's all statutory, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is the discretion of the board.
Really?
This is basically living on poverty level.
No, I know that, but I thought that was statutory.
No, that's the only one that's the discretion of the board. There should be a policy in place
Yeah,
for that. That's never been.
We follow the state guidelines.
State guidelines say it's the discretion of the board. To
So what are we
determine
using for guidelines then?
You guys. You look over their income and their expense, and then you make a decision.
I could be defined as mentally infirm.
You might not get any debate on that.
No, I'm looking for an abatement, no debate.
You see which one it is? If you give it to me, I'll show you exactly, because there's a few in there, right?
I always,
The board is supposed to make a policy of guidelines,
could
and
you have some guidelines for us for the next meeting then?
you guys are supposed to make the policies,
I
because
understand that.
I don't
You can
know.
define what that should be so that we can vote on it. I mean, I would call other
Yeah.
assessors
exactly.
office, find out what
Yeah.
they do.
Okay.
I realize we're paid a princely sum of nothing, but
Well, you guys look at them and you should make a judgment call, so I don't really know what you base your judgment on. We've just done it in the past, but I'll just call other towns and see what they
well,
have for
common
policies.
sense for one thing.
It is common sense.
We know how to qualify people as to what
Sure.
they need to have for income and that, to buy a house or rent.
Did you
We
find
should be
it?
looking at these before we vote on them.
I did look at it, but I don't remember which one it is.
I put it in front of you.
I know, but I read it quickly.
Here, if you guys want to, yeah, that's probably it.
What's
There's
it?
two in there, one that gets it every
Just
year.
state
Should
what
be
the
four in
income,
there.
state what the income level
Yeah.
is, and that ought to decide it.
That's the income.
Oh, okay, two. so-
This is the bank account, and this is the income, and these are all the expenses.
I don't even know how they make the mortgage payment. with that income.
And that one's a no-brainer.
How do they do that? Their expenses exceed their
One
monthly
week,
income.
one month they don't eat. That's what it
Wow.
amounts
This
to.
person has informed me that she goes to the fellowship meals and eats 4 meals a week, and the rest is
Awful.
living on crackers.
So the income, it's $8,000 in Social Security is the sole income then?
That's for
A
the year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And we've got 730, 770, 840, 1,000. I mean, we've got $12,000 worth of expenses.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
12
robbing
times
Peter to
12,
pay Paul, probably.
14,000.
14,400.
Yeah, a year, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's getting fuel assistance, she's,
Well,
goes to the
there's
food
not
bank.
even a provision in here for food.
Yeah.
That's why she's eating crackers for 1 meal
Wow.
a day.
I hope her name's not Polly. Sorry.
You said Paula or Polly?
Trust me, that one has more than crackers. You didn't sign a bunch of these, so.
Well, give them back
So-
to me.
The motion is granted? Is that, did you vote,
I'll
Tom?
second the motion then. Haven't reviewed them.
Yeah. Wow.
Now, when I looked, I was looking income and just, those kind of
Just for the
numbers.
income, yeah. And if you own a house and you see that kind of thing.
All right, so are we unanimous on that?
We are unanimous, Mr. Beavers.
Okay, before we deny the applicant, can you give us an explanation of?
Yeah, this gentleman had, he gets 1 tax bill, but his deed states that he has 3 tracks. And I don't know how at some point it got combined. I think assessors in the past, if a taxpayer came in and said, I don't want 3 tax bills, can you just combine it and make 1 tax bill, it was done.
In 39 years, it hasn't been the case.
No?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so somehow this anyway, he has 3 separate tracks in his deed. It did get combined into 1. There's no plan combining it or anything like that. So, you know, he came in questioning his taxes and his assessment, so I went to split them back out again to see if he would save any money in his taxes, and he wouldn't.
Can't.
So there's a lot, his house straddles 2 lots. One's like a real skinny narrow lot, and then there's a back lot. So one's unbuildable, one's landlocked, and one's buildable because the house sits on it. And I think there was a $100 value difference. It would have been $1 a year.
I mean, we often see 3 parcels on 1 deed, or 2, or 6. I mean, I bought them, sold them, right?
Yes.
That doesn't make them accessible as individual lots.
If they're listed as 3 separate tracts, we have to assess them as 3 separate tracts.
So there's 3 separate deeds?
No, there's 1 deed,
3
track
tracts on
1,
one
track
deed.
2, track 3. So it describes 3 separate meets and bounds. So we have to assess it as 3 separate lots.
I don't mean to disagree with you, but that's not the case.
It is for assessing purposes.
It's backland.
Right, and he'll get assessed as backland. He'll get assessed as a landlocked piece at 50% of the value. The skinny lot will be assessed at 10% of the
All
assessed
3
value.
lots conform to zoning,
No.
so then how can?
Well, he just hasn't combined them.
He's
No,
pre-existing.
if they're on 1 deed, they're
Yeah, but
combined.
but the
No,
bottom
they're not.
line is,
That's what I just asked you. Are there
No.
3 deeds? And you said no.
No, there's 1 deed, so it'll say track 1,
Yeah,
20
track two,
by
track three, yeah.
120.
all right, so it's
It has to be a
1 deed.
20 by
Right.
120
All right, so
track.
they're not 3 separate lots.
No.
per se.
Yes, they
It's one-
are.
Well, it's 1 deed consisting of 3 parcels, I guess.
Yes, yes.
A lot to us has a different connotation.
Just like if you go to the building and they see those 3 tracks on 1 deed, they're gonna look at it differently than we do for assessing purposes. We have to have on our tax maps exactly how the deed reads. So if there's a track 1,
No, I
we
understand
have the
that.
meets and bounds. So the skinny lot and the house lot, the house straddles that
Can we back up for a second? You said you have to list the meets and bounds. Where do you list that?
on the tax maps.
Okay, tax maps, but not on the assessors bill.
No. And we list the deed, the 1 deed,
Right.
which consists of the 3 separate tracks.
I've just never been taxed separately when I have 3 parcels on 1 deed in any town.
Oh, yeah.
Never.
I can give you some examples. I'll find some examples.
I'll tell you what,
for
I'll pull my deeds and you tell me how you're taxing them.
If it's listed as 3 separate tracks, I don't know how it was done in the past, but DOR guidelines, if it's 3 tracts, you have to list them as 3 separate parcels.
But it's not 3 separate parcels. That's where the confusion lies.
It's 1 deed with 3 parcels. Tract 1.
3 parcels equal to 1 lot.
Yeah,
I guess we,
there's not 3
maybe we
lots.
need to define the definition of lot
Right.
versus a parcel.
So if you had the ones, if they wanted to take the deed and say, take tract 1, tract 2, and tract 3, and have a surveyor come in and say, okay, it's not this lot, this description, and this description. It's gonna be this description. Then I'll change it to 1 parcel.
My personal house is on 2 parcels. I get 1 tax deed, 1 tax bill.
That's not right.
Yeah, but you'd be creating a lot of non-conforming lots for tax
That's what
purposes.
I mean. That's exactly what I mean. I can tell you, I can take you over to Spruce Street, same thing.
I'll get something from the DOR to show you that I
I
can.
got 5 parcels on 1 deed.
If I have 3 separate tracts, I'm not an engineer to say I'm gonna add this meet and bound and say this is the length, and this is the length, and this is the length. I have to put on the tax maps the way the deed reads.
Do they have different numbers through the town clerk? Are they assigned different, or is there 1 number for this whole parcel?
No, she's saying there's 3 different numbers.
At the
I got the same
No,
thing.
I think you mean the street address.
Yeah.
Oh,
If-
okay.
Are there 3
No.
separate?
No,
No,
can't
no,
be.
no, because
So
Liam
it's one-
doesn't get a street
1 parcel.
number, only if there's a building there.
No, I've seen it both ways.
Yeah.
You know, I guess it depends upon who was in the office at the time and who was, I was assessed.
I know in
at
the
time.
past, I have seen parcels
Yeah.
that are listed as 3
Well,
or
yes,
4 separate tracts, and I show them, I see them on my map combined with the dotted old lot lines in there.
And I've had to get separate CMLs for the same house and same premises. You know, where our building will overlap 2 lots. So I know, I've seen that you've had to do that, where it's been broken down separate tax bills. But I also seen it's been combined in 1 tax
I
bill.
just know for my own personal.
Yeah,
I got 5 lots on 1 bill.
Yeah,
It's not from me,
Some of the assessors.
not this assessor.
Well, then the question becomes who's reviewing it
Yeah, that's
before
right.
they go out.
We need to,
I think it would be beneficial if Lisa did show us the state,
right.
Mm.
the
Yeah,
whatever
I'll get
provision,
that.
guideline
Mhm.
or statute or whatever, at the next meeting, just so that we can clarify that.
Yeah, because
Okay.
as you can tell, I'm confused.
Okay, then
No, really.
for applicant E then, since there was no change in value, we are denying the abatement.
Yes, I second that then.
Unanimous.
I make a motion to approve the levy for 2016 recommitment of number 17 in the amount of $62.50.
Second.
How does this come about?
This is if somebody got an excise bill from another town,
Gotcha,
and
okay.
they're supposed to be billed from us. then we
Thank you.
recommit it.
That would never happen. My P.O. Box in Webster.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And we're on to old business. Do we have any old business?
So my question was, do we?
Says no.
Okay, well, you never know, between yesterday and today,
I
things
know.
happen.
Yeah, there's no old or new.
Okay. Any new business then?
No new, no old.
No, there's no business.
Do we have anything coming up that townspeople need to be aware of? Any abatements, billing, anything that they need to have an awareness of?
If they're disputing their value, they have until February 1st to file for an abatement. Abatement applications are available online on the assessor's site and in the office. Personal property forms of list and charitable organization applications have been mailed out. Those are due 30 days from the date of mailing. So those are due March 31 days in March, 31st. And the reval is going to be starting up in February. So there will be a Department of Revenue person driving around looking at sales, reviewing sales. I'll be out there with June reviewing the sales. They'll be registered with the police department. In case anybody is uncomfortable, they can call.
looks like values still are on the rise, in Dudley at least. Don't you see, as far as the market?
No.
No?
I found it for the last 2 months kind of slow.
Well, slow as far as that, but an increase, I think.
Well, that's all due to you, with
No.
your waterfront sales.
Not me. Hey, Bill, how about the one that just closed at $5.99? Interesting.
How does that appraise?
It didn't, it's cash. I looked it up because I thought the same thing.
Okay, cash is good.
Yeah.
Before you go any, can you vote on that?
Yep,
The
I make-
RRC.
I make a motion to approve the RRC personal property revaluation contract for 2018.
A little discussion. Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I keep asking all these questions, I
That's okay.
apologize. So we have 65 accounts that they're gonna do? 32.
32.
32, at $65 a piece.
Right.
Are these new or existing?
These are existing. They're
Okay.
physically going to go in
That's
and.
all we have in this whole town?
Well,
With
we
values
have-
above 10,000?
Right.
Wow.
That we know of. So they're gonna go out and see if they can find any more. I doubt it because we have all just, little shops around here that,
Yeah. So my question then is, in the reval contract, they're only charging us $22. Why is 65 here?
there was something in the reval contract.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. Valuation of accounts, $22 per account. Valuation of accounts, 65.
That's not what they quoted me. That's not what they quoted me before the contract.
Well, I'm reading the contract.
I'm not gonna give you an answer right now that I
Okay,
don't know.
that's
the
fine.
answer to. Yeah,
You understand the obvious question.
yep.
Why the discrepancy?
Can I see that?
Absolutely.
I know I looked at that.
Oh, leave it to the money man. to
Yeah.
figure that out. That's why, I didn't realize you're off the finance board for the, I
Kicked
just
off?
brought Diane on. and-
Kicked off?
Oh,
Discovery and listing.
Too much estrogen, they didn't like me.
and the only reason I got her to put her name in was because you were on it. I said, oh, it will be interesting for them.
You know, it's always interesting where I am.
This is true.
I'll get back to you.
I didn't
This
see that
is it.
before, I would have brought it up sooner.
Oh, that's all right.
Don't need to be.
Then do we want to hold off to vote for, until the next meeting?
Yeah,
All right.
that was gonna be my,
All right,
To hold,
withdraw.
for RRC?
Yeah.
yeah, I just want, I mean, we're not talking a lot of money, but we're talking money.
The other question I have is it cost effective to do that?
Right.
Why are we doing it if it,
Well,
if
we have 1.5 people.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Because personal property is horrible, and you need to hire an expert to do that, because the assessors, there's a lot of guesswork, there's so many gray areas. We could assess somebody that we probably shouldn't even be assessing, and they don't even know they shouldn't be assessed. And I want it right.
Okay.
I want it done by a professional that can get me to point A, that it's all cleaned up, and I can maintain it from there.
When they do that, can you do me a favor and ask, how do they interpret those solar panels? Are those,
We haven't had a court case, so we don't know if it's
are
personal
they
property or real
personal or
estate.
real property, the solar panels?
Which
that are-
ones, the farms or on houses?
Any of
Any
them.
one of them.
Well, it's different. If it's on a house,
No,
it's
it's not.
If
The
it's
law
on,
of affixation on a house says that the bracket is real estate.
there is a law that states that you cannot assess solar panels on a house as personal property for 20 years. At that point, solar
Really?
panels are obsolete.
But the contractor says, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So did the state
And they need
give
no
you a
roof.
guideline on that?
Send
You can make a
pages.
photocopy and just give us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like
Yeah,
to see
that's-
that.
that's really
Because that's
old.
one of the things that, in the business, we're trying to figure out.
Right?
So you're,
And we don't know if it's, the only way we can find an increase or decrease without assessing it as personal property and assessing it as real estate is if the sales go through and show us that it's a detriment to the sale because there's solar panels on the roof.
You mean,
And
how about an added positive feature, not a detriment?
that's what I'm saying, adding to the value or a detriment to the value, we're not gonna know until
No.
these houses with the solar panels
Believe
start
me, I know.
selling.
yeah, they are selling.
As an
That's why
appraiser, I
I'm
have no
kinda
idea.
curious.
And have you seen that it's?
I think it takes longer to sell some of them because of it, because it's so controversial to explain to them what they get and what their expense is.
Well, I think the harder part is explaining to the seller, they gotta pay off the betterment. Or the
That was a discussion
loan.
that we've had several times in our meetings, is we just don't know what to do with them.
I
because
know.
the market hasn't determined whether it's good or bad for
Oh,
the
how
sale.
did I miss that?
I don't know. I distracted you.
Because I was, no, that's where I was signing back there. Okay. Ooh,
So who is this trainee?
I think this is Ted's granddaughter,
Oh,
Sophie.
hi Sophie. Good morning.
she's intense. Well, she's asleep, I can't tell.
No,
Oh, in your packets, you have to take the test online for the conflict of interest and sign the last page of the printout there and give it back to me so I can give it to Laura. At the end of the test, there's a certificate that'll print out to show that you took it.
Very
Really?
last page.
You know, taking bribes is illegal?
No.
I heard that.
Not if you're a congressman. You can have inside knowledge of stocks. No, Scott Brown got that changed. I hereby acknowledge. Oh, so we have to sign that saying we got this, right?
Yes.
Here you go. Is this a pass-fail on the exam?
Oh, we missed this, all of us?
Yeah, well, I didn't put, I didn't put stickers on those. They were attached to something else.
Justin's spelling my name.
I know. See, Alan's quicker.
It is.
I'm glad I have a short name.
False claims. Wow.
Can you pass that down, please?
Could you sign these? Please?
All right, so we have nothing critical coming up that we need to make
Did
the
you?
public aware
Did-
of.
Oh, you must
Oh,
have.
the only thing that might be coming up in February is Economic Development Committee is gonna be having a hearing on some information. I'm sure they'll put something out on that. I think it's just trying to establish what some of the things are that we want to
You
put
sure?
in place. Other than that, I don't think there's too much happening.
John's doing a good job.
Oh, he's doing a great job. He is super efficient, super
Yeah.
technology savvy, bringing us into this century
Oh,
whether
I-
we wanted to or not.
I love our website.
Yep. Yep. Good leadership is great, absolutely great.
I will not be able to attend the February 10th.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I can be
You
there.
didn't finish the rest of the...
Oh. I didn't. Oh, yeah, I got
We stopped at
sidetracked.
11.
I know, I put
Oh,
it in
yeah.
the way too.
She stopped me and confused me. Okay, what about February 10th for a meeting for the other component of the committee here?
Well, let me look.
Well, we could do the 17th, we can bump it.
We
I
could
can't do the 17th.
Oh, okay.
I can do either.
All right, then let's go with the 10th and have a nice, whatever
Quick-
appointment you have.
Quick, non-controversial hearing?
So do you want me to just email you that information that I get?
Yeah, please. Well, I'm sure I'll be in to sign payroll.
Oh, you're gonna be around?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, yes.
I was just, not assuming that
Yes and no.
you were gonna be
Well,
going.
you know what, in our business, we have a lot of crazy appointments and we gotta go with the flow.
Yep.
So-
I have had 4 8 a.m. appointments this week.
Oh, my God. That's terrible. All right, then I make a motion that we have our meeting on February 10th, 2007.
Second.
Okay, and
I'll abstain because, well, yeah, unanimous.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
I
vote.
can, I can vote for that, just won't be here.
and if we have nothing else, I make a motion that we adjourn.
Hey,
Second that.
unanimous.
It's the longest meeting.